Hi, and welcome to DECHEN'S Daily Dharma. Today I am going to talk a little bit about pranayama. Pranayama is the breathing technique of yoga, but obviously most martial arts, sports, forms of exercise, body work, massage, also involve control of the breath. So pranayama is really a field that overlaps every single form of exercise in every tradition of exercise and healing and wellness and sport, dance, even things like that. So the pranayama we're going to do today is an equal breathing pranayama. I'm going to breathe in my left side, I'm going to breathe out my right side, I'm going to breathe up my right side and breathe out my left side in a figure 8 pattern called Nadi Shodunum. Okay, Nadi Shodunum, alternate nostril breathing. And I'm going to use my other hand to count a 5 count for each set of breath. Small detail about pranayama, when using the alternate nostril switching, you want to combine your little finger and ring finger into one point that blocks your left nostril. And then your thumb, you block the right nostril. And you block the nostril very lightly, kind of high up on the nostril, rather than trying to mash the nostrils, flat. You want to be as minimal as possible with the point at which you block the air flowing through the nose. So you apply the least amount of pressure. And the breathing in pranayama is full, but it's not to explode like a balloon or to try to collapse and crush the respiratory system into a black hole of spaciousness, So those are some good guidelines. In the old days, we used to hold our breath a really long time and turn blue and pass out and get dizzy. And those are some common side effects of practicing pranayama, but they're not really the goal of pranayama. So when you have side effects in pranayama, usually the intensity is too strong and the reps are too few. Okay, and there's some type of jump happening where you're going from a low intensity to something that's too stressful, and then you get these dizziness, passing out, nausea, lots of side effects, really from trying to get too much out of pranayama too quickly. Pranayama, there are very basic exercises such as equal breathing, counted, deep breathing, and then you start with a very short duration and a short number of reps. And then you increase the reps once you acclimate to the duration of the length of the breath. Then you increase the length, right? And you maybe decrease the reps, okay? And then you bring the reps back up at the new length. And when you do that, you do try to do more reps, okay? And then you bring the length up some more, okay? But you bring the reps down. And you do like that, building up until you're normal, then you do more reps, and then you lengthen the duration, but you bring the reps down. And then you build up the repetitions again until they go up a lot, you're stable, and you go again. Okay? Now that's this process I'm showing you, this might occur over many months or years, if these ratios and repetitions go up. There's so much more though regarding the inhale and exhale and their secret relationship to the Uddiyana Bandha and the Mula Bandha, and thus the inhale relationship to forward bending and the exhale relationship to back bending. And that requires a much longer discussion, and we will get to it. But first, we would leave everybody behind to try to do that first without just doing a basic alternate nostril breathing of equal counting. Okay, so here goes 5 rounds, alternate nostril breathing, left to right. And I will be counting 5 seconds with this hand, or at least a consistent 5 count. Okay, I like to start exhaling out the left, and then I start the count on the inhale to the left, so that my last movement is an exhale on the right. Okay, here we go, 5 rounds. Pranayama, in the sequence of steps given in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, comes right after asana, pranayama, and right before pratyahara. Now, pratyahara is really the connection to the senses, understanding where the senses end and the memories begin. So when you are breathing consciously, the mind cannot wander into the past as much. It has to operate the full organism to cooperate and breathe. This causes the senses to reach the consciousness with less and less filtration and interpretation of the memories. So practicing this pranayama, Nadi Shodunum, alternate nostril breathing for 5 rounds, 5 seconds each round, brings us into the present moment. All right, lets us let go of interpretations of the past, the senses, based on the past. And of course, it doesn't mean we forget everything. It just means that we close off the filter, right, of the present sensation body from the memories, which are coded by the senses. There's no way to have memories without the memories overlapping with our senses, okay? And attempting to, find little pieces of them to compare and project. There's no way out of that particular loop, feedback loop, okay? But practicing breathing exercises, the body prioritizes right? And it lets the memory cool down. Right? Some people, especially intelligent people, our minds are always on fire and always trying to see the future in order to avoid danger or to take advantage of an opportunity that requires layering, requires stages, and thus recognition of the earlier stages of something good happening, right? In order to encourage it to grow into the next stage. So pranayama, a very exciting field of yoga. And of course, breathing exercises are shared by many traditions. And to me, really, pranayama is the heart of yoga, the lungs and heart of yoga. It's what unites yoga. Of course, we quibble over what pranayamas are good and bad from one school to another, and each person has a different experience of pranayama. But the more you focus on pranayama, you will really integrate your asana and meditation practices. So if you meditate really well, but you don't like exercising, and pranayama is at least getting you into the body a little bit. And if you love exercising and asana and working out and sweating and doing poses, but meditating, your mind is racing and it seems like a waste of time, you could be going and doing something. And the pranayama will help you retain your sense of body focus even when you are in stillness. So there it is today, DECHEN'S Daily Dharma, pranayama, Nadi Shodunum. Pretty easy exercise to follow. Please hit like and share in the bottom, subscribe to the YouTube page, and make comments below. If you have a question or you have a different opinion about pranayama, I'd love to have a dialogue with you. And look forward to DECHEN'S Daily Dharma episode 9 coming up tomorrow.